Our experts say this is the most dramatic and traumatic break of the feeder main they have ever seen. This pipe is only at the halfway point in its life cycle. From all accounts, this should not have happened, but it did.
Emergency officials in Calgary making an urgent plea to residents to reduce their water usage tonight. They say it could take up to 5 weeks now to repair the city's largest water distribution pipe. This is because they have found another 5 sites that need repairs on that pipe while water is turned off. They say half of the city's water supply is unable to circulate as it typically does because of that. Officials say they are investigating why the pipe didn't meet its expected life cycle. And for more on this latest update from Calgary, we're joined once again by the Mayor of Calgary, Jyoti Gondak. Mayor, thanks for being here. Let's talk about this 3 to 5 weeks. Obviously, residents, for them, this is not news that they wanted to hear. What is this going to mean for the residents of Calgary during this time period?
This is not news that any of us wanted to hear, but I have to say that it's better that we figured this out now with the robots that went into the pipe, being able to identify that there are a few more hot spots that we need to take care of. At least we can do this while there's no water in the pipe and we were doing repair work anyway. I know it's hard to take and it's hard to hear that we have to do this for a few more weeks. I am really hoping that the supplies and crews get here quickly. We are trying to bring on as many contractors as we can to do all of the repairs concurrently. So I can tell you, we're trying to move things quickly and safely to get everything back on track.
Right now, largely the responsibility for this is being taken on by your government, by the city of Calgary. Why not declare a state of emergency so you can unlock provincial and federal supports?
So a state of local emergency gets called when we need specific things. So if we need access to private property, or if we need to do procurement outside of the regular processes, like if we need to jump in and buy some things without going through our usual method. That's not the situation here. That's why we haven't called a state of local emergency. But I can tell you, I'm in close contact with the provincial government. I've spoken to both the Premier and Minister McIver today, our Minister of Municipal Affairs. Both have said that they are ready and able to help us at any time with anything we need. So we are working very closely with them. I have no doubt that if needed, they will step up and help us out.
So is there a point where you would consider that step, declaring a local state of emergency, or you don't see that happening at all?
We would only declare a state of local emergency if we needed something that we can't do right now. Right. And the teams are advising us that we are able to do everything we need to get accomplished without declaring that emergency state.
Could the city run out of water potentially in these 3 to 5 additional weeks that this will take?
If people don't save water and if people don't keep conserving water the way they have, it's absolutely possible that we could run out of water, in the sense that the reservoirs that feed water out to communities would run dry. So if we keep using more water than we're able to get into those tanks, then yes, there may be a time when someone turns on the tap and nothing comes out. So we have a south treatment facility that is pumping water into the reservoirs right now. It is doing its best, but it's smaller than the one that we can't draw water from right now. So everyone needs to understand, and so many Calgarians understand this well, every little thing we do matters. If we just flushed one less time in every household in this city, we would save 12 million liters of water every day.
And so I know you've been out, officials have been out pushing that message, reduce your water consumption. But if the city does run out of water, what are the contingency plans? What plans are in place if that unfortunately does happen?
I'm really hopeful that it won't happen, because I know Calgarians and businesses are taking this seriously. Our partnering municipalities that rely on us have also sent out the same messaging to all of their folks. If we do have a time when the reservoirs run dry, we will have to figure out ways to get water to people, and I would really prefer not to do that. So all of the good work that Calgarians have been doing, I know it's hard to keep doing it, but it matters a lot to all of us.
The city's emergency management agency chief said if educating people about their water use doesn't work, they'll be addressing the situation, quote, more directly in the days to come. Earlier today, you mentioned the possibility of mandatory indoor water restrictions. What would that look like? And will people be reprimanded for using too much water, fined?
Trying to do indoor restrictions is going to be really tough to enforce. And so that's why we're doing this public education campaign and appealing to the goodness in all Calgarians to make sure that we are able to do this without restrictions. However, it's the outdoor restrictions that have been in place for the last 7 or 8 days that really need to be taken seriously as well. And we have called about 7,000 businesses as well and told them that they need to start curbing their water use, and many of them are complying right away.
Let me ask you about, I'm from Calgary, a lot of events in Calgary during the summer. It's a great place to be. The Calgary Stampede is coming up. How is this, the water restrictions going to affect events in the city, festivals, etc.?
Well, I can tell you that the officials from Stampede are partners with the Calgary Emergency Management Agency, and they were in the building getting briefed earlier. So I imagine there will be further conversations with them. I can tell you that anytime that there is a festival occurring, we'll be making sure that they're aware of the restrictions that are in place and that we are able to work with them to give them success, but also do it in a way that conserves water.
Is there anything that can be done possibly to get this work done faster, or is that 5 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks, a hard time?
The 3 to 5 weeks is the best estimate right now. I'm really hopeful that we are able to get contractors and crews in place to do all of this work concurrently. The sooner we can get confirmation that we have enough contractors and crews to do that concurrent work, the quicker we can get this finished. You're
confident the integrity of the rest of that pipe is there?
I can only go by what the monitoring and the modeling is telling us. And we are hearing that there is integrity, and we continue to do as much probing as possible. There are acoustic sensors as well that are used along this pipe to make sure that we can hear if anything seems off. So we're doing everything we can with the technology we have, and we're working hard to get this repair done right now.
Yeah, tough situation indeed, Mayor. Appreciate your time tonight. We'll speak with you again, I'm sure, in the weeks to come. That is the Mayor of Calgary joining us live tonight from that city, Jody Gondak.